Online meeting setup. Let's talk about some of the most important words and vocabulary related to online meeting setup. First of all, before starting your meeting, you'll need to make sure all your devices and hardware are working right. Remember to double check your microphone and camera. Nothing disrupts meetings more than a faulty microphone. It might be a good idea to record yourself talking into your mic beforehand to hear how you sound. A quality microphone can mean the difference between others understanding you or not. If there is any rumbling or crackling or popping, you might want to make sure you have a good physical connection. Occasionally, the audio jack gets worn out and needs to be repaired or replaced. That sort of thing will require technical assistance. Another common audio issue is broken cables. Over time, normal use leads to bending in certain places, and that causes wear and tear inside the cables. If you get crackling noises when you move the cable, then it might be time to invest in a new one. Also, think about where the mic is in relation to your face. If it's too close to your nose or mouth, you can get undesirable rumbling noises when you breathe or speak certain sounds like s or p. In my experience, I find that positioning the mic above my nose gives me good voice quality while completely avoiding unsettling pops and rumbles. Of course, that will depend on whether you use a headset microphone or a desktop one. It's a good idea to experiment a little. Recording yourself will also allow you to get volume levels adjusted. Most platforms have automatic volume adjustment, but they're not always 100% reliable, and getting volume levels right from your end will make the platform's job easier. Those platforms usually have some kind of noise cancellation too, but that may not always be enough depending on your environment. If necessary, take steps to reduce background noise or try to find an alternative location. Employers and teachers often require you to show up on camera so they can be sure you're present and paying attention during the meeting, and that's why you'll need to make sure you have a working camera. Also, you'll want to put your best foot forward, so having a clear image is a good idea. In some cases, depending on your camera, it might be necessary to adjust brightness levels and focus. Your camera will likely have software and drivers for that, or do it automatically. And speaking of image, take a moment to consider your background. After all, you don't want anything distracting or inappropriate showing up behind you while you're in the middle of an important call, right? When it comes to backgrounds, you have a few options. You can set things up in your room or space to create a suitable physical environment, or most online meeting platforms offer virtual backgrounds. In that case, you can choose an image to use and it will show up behind you like magic. The platform you use will probably have a few default options to choose from or let you upload your own. One upside to that option is you're guaranteed to never have a blurry background image. If you do go that route, just make sure to choose something that's neither inappropriate nor controversial. You don't want to rub people the wrong way, if you know what I mean. Also, you should let people who share your space know that you're going to be on an important call to avoid any unintended video bombing. Oh, and of course, you'll need to set up an account with whatever platform or service you'll be using. That's usually as easy as putting in your email address or choosing a strong password. Remember that strong passwords are long and hard to guess. Avoid names of family members or important dates. That's an ultra-common go-to for those who are not tech-savvy, but it's just too easy for hackers to find out that kind of information from your social networks and break into your accounts. The next item on the list is to make sure your audio output setup is working too. Whether you use speakers or headphones, obviously you'll need to be able to hear the other meeting participants as much as they'll need to hear you. Again, you'll have to check volume levels. And last but not least, you've got to have a fast and reliable internet connection. Like with the microphone, you just can't have a meeting without internet access. In other words, it's an absolute must. When subscribing to an internet plan, be sure to go with a reputable internet service provider and a package that meets your needs. Oh, and it probably goes without saying, but don't forget about your basic hardware. Mouse, keyboard, monitor, and all that. Make sure that all your cables are plugged in and all the buttons are working the way that they should. And that's pretty much it. Thanks so much for listening. Videos like this will help you memorize and contextualize important vocabulary as you progress in English. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more practice content.